My little sister came home from school the other day, crying because she got in trouble during class. When joking around with some of her classmates, she told a black boy he looked like a monkey. She's 7 years old. My whole family is white.
If a slave is hung from a tree and no one is there to document the history, will the truth be written? Will his obituary be printed in facts, or will a bunch of middle school textbooks be published?
The issue was taken care of, and she knows now why she can't say things like that. But I saw my parents' heart sink.
Will the ink coated in lies be shoved down the throats of their GPAs?
The school she goes to is comprised almost entirely of white kids.
Will you call it the truth?
White counselors, white teachers.
Will you call out the blasphemy by its name?
White lunch cooks, white nurses.
Or will you read them one chapter once a year, every other semester?
My parents are liberal and accepting in ways I can never thank them enough for. They've grown an environment in our home that left discussion open, that let me and my siblings know we'd be loved and supported no matter what, that taught us to form our own opinions and make our own beliefs and hold true to them.
But there, I think, might be the problem. If a child who commits no crime was to stop for snacks, will he make it home safe? Will he have Skittles in Arizona for dinner, or will the state of Florida find no conviction in his murder?
I was present for the conversation when my mother sat my sister down and explained what exactly the word racism meant, what was wrong with what she'd said, why it was inappropriate. But I can't remember a time we went out of our way to make her believe that prior to that day.
Will the uprisings disturb you? Will you use your white privilege to justify the injustice? Will you pretend it didn't happen?
While we weren't making an effort to tell her she was at her white school, surrounded by kids she noticed all looked like her, blonde and blue-eyed, some regurgitating the words of their parents as the election flew by.
Will you stand on the sidelines of the racists? Will you use the cheers of the crowd as motivation to keep doing the wrong? You know it's wrong. Which side of the lunch counter are you on? Are you even aware there is a counter?
My family wanted to leave her alone to let her form her own opinions. We didn't realize that people had already formed them for her.
If a monument to civil rights is built within walking distance of the new downtown, would you kick out those who are still fighting for their zip code? Who keeps their homes? Where will they go?
I wonder if things would have been different if we'd been louder. If we'd only peeled our tongues from the roof of our guilty mouths and forced our lips to work. If we didn't bury our heads halfway in the sand, close enough to hear the noise, but far enough down to pretend we aren't the problem. If we weren't so scared of what we could say wrong that we chose to say nothing at all. There's no way to fix the problem with a wrench whose jaw you won't adjust for fear of its teeth. There's no way to teach a child through silence.